Capital Conspiracy Trading. Trading the world, conquering finance.
Hey guys, Brain here. Just a short introduction of myself. I'm a CFO. I've been in the market for a very long time now, and I will consistently be trying to make you more content here on YouTube to make sure I give you guys the adequate information to help you find the best stocks and the best opportunity to make money. With that being said, this stock here is TGL. It is currently running around $23.79 after hours. It just currently did a 1 for 20 reverse stock split. And the reason why it's running is it's a relatively has low float, and it's expected to make a lot of revenue growth in 2026. It just had an acquisition of Quarters Elite and strategic focus on its OXI wallet fintech platform, attracting renewed investor optimism despite high volatility and short-term trading. That was a kind of a mouthful to say. But I like this in terms of finding what we're going to do in the market, because this is obviously going to run in the morning. I just wanted to do a quick overview because I was not familiar with why TGL was running, or it wasn't really on my radar. It was on my radar Friday from a member that we had, but I was looking into some other stocks. But look at this huge candle here on the daily. So we see a recent high here, as you see HH. You've seen a low high here. What I want to say to you guys on this one is to be careful. So I like what this guy was saying here, and he was saying that TGI spiked to over $80 with just $1 million revenue. They're expected to make $4 million revenue from what I read, so it's not on here, but this is just what I've read, so take this as just public information. I don't know the exact company metrics, but if you look, let's just see if it says it on here in the financials, because as I'm doing this, it went from 14, 17, 69, 22 to 2.3 million. So it had a substantial decrease. So be careful with that. In these quarterlies, does not look that well the same sense. But I think, as I said, they've been making a lot of transitions over to different focus corporationally, and that's from what I've been reading. That's the reason why it's had such a sporadic and a really chaotic price movement. But if you look at Z-score here, I've been using the Z-score probability metric meter from some of my technical analysis. If it goes to, if you're looking in the daily, if it goes above $33, it has a 85% chance to retracing back to $23. If it goes above $23, it has a 85% chance of retracing back to the 23 mark. If it goes above $28, it has a 98% chance of going to the $28 mark. And if it goes above the $33 mark, it does have a 99.98% chance that it will retrace back to $33.17. So you can timestamp these, and you can be able to find a good retracement back to an entry point level when you're using the Z-score level. I like to use this on my 5 minutes. If you look at this 5-minute chart, that was the daily. Look at this 5-minute chart, and it's going to give you a very different depiction of what's going on here. The RSI here, you can see this zone. It's going to be, as it's going right now, it's still going quite up. It's been going up for like $1.20. This is after hours trading, but I like it to retrace currently back to this EMA 20 spot of around $33 if you look at the past thing, what we've seen for that Z-score levels. So this does have a high probability, in my opinion, to go back up to probably the $64 to $65 to $66 level. My interpretations of past market experience of seeing stocks like this with a low float and just a big short squeeze scenario, I see that it's going to probably, I would say, halt a couple times. It'll have its halt moments. It will be very sporadic, but I do think there is money to be made here. But the money to be made is to not FOMOing in, because you see these different injections and it's going up, and then you find yourself just bag holding. So try to look for those levels. If you can get around the low 40s to the 33, if you can get 33, that'd be great. Like I said, TGL, I like this just for tomorrow for a day trade. If you can find those metrics like I gave you for the Z-score, again, I will give it to you right here. These are some of the Z-score levels that we can be able to get in for the retracement, which will verify here on the charts as well. For the low high, we'll be able to verify for that. And the high, once it breaks that 35 zone, you'll be doing well. If you look at the description at the bottom, it will give you a description of the Discord. It's only $10.99, and we have a lot of play callers, a news bot, and a stock. Subscribe, and I will see you guys later.